Hello everybody and welcome back to Marion K Tarot. This is going to be a tarot reading for the 9th to the 15th of December 2024 and I hope you're alright. This week we are using the classic Waite-Smith Tarot because I'm feeling nostalgic this week. It's the time of year for it, so you can't be a bit traditional and nostalgic this week. When can you be? Let's be honest. So, hope you are up to nice things, that you have got nice things planned for the holiday season. And you're not getting too stressed. Please don't get stressed, please. Because, there's no point. What will be. Alright? So, let's see for some cards for this week, please. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have got the Queen of Wands. We like to see her. I like to see the Queen of Wands showing up now. I just had to take a wee drink of tea there. Okay, so what have we got? We've got the Ten of Swords. We have got the High Priestess. And we've got the Strength card this week. Now, and underpinning it all is the Queen of Wands. Now this Ten of Swords, let's face it, right, is particularly in this deck. Nobody likes to see this card, right? Especially not this time of year. It's not the best. However, we're going to break it down and we're going to look at it as if to say, you know what? It can be a hard time of year. There is no doubt about it. For all the perceived joy and happiness that is about in the place, what's on social media, what's on TV, etc, etc. It's like, fortunately in my case, but maybe unfortunately, we don't live in a Hallmark movie, okay? And I think that this card is here to acknowledge that this week, that sentiment where the tarot is saying, for a lot of people this is a really difficult time of year, and the constant kind of bombardment of this pressure that, it's the time of year to have a good time, and we must feel happy and we must feel joyful and blah blah blah, when actually sometimes you might be sitting there and just sitting thinking, no, I'm not happy, I'm sad, I feel like I've got 10 swords stuck in my back, whether it's the emotional pain, whether it's the mental anguish, or whether it's just actual physical pain as well. You might be somebody who suffers from a particular illness that gets exacerbated maybe in colder months, or, like when there's less light about, particularly in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere it might be the opposite. You might have some kind of condition that having the heat, having a like higher temperature of heat, it's really difficult to move. This individual has been stopped. They're laid down on the ground and they've got, they're essentially no hair anymore. Essentially unalived, as we're meant to say these days. Okay, but anyway, that's what it feels like as well. Now, however, in saying that, we have got two of the big hitters in the major arcana. We have got the High Priestess and we have got Strength. Okay, and this is a lovely combination, because it's like it's Leo and it's the moon. Okay, and it's like it's with intuition, it's calling in with intuition. So how can we help ourselves this week, or how can we maybe help others this week? We intuitively, the High Priestess, she's a secret keeper, she's a keeper of the mysteries. However, if there is somebody that you're intuitively feeling like they're maybe not doing as well as what they're portraying to be on maybe social media or in person. You know, there's that kind of a, you know, you might be saying, oh, how are you doing? And they'll be, oh, I'm fine. You know, and actually it's like you can maybe tap the surface a wee bit and you know they're not quite fine. So if there is somebody in particular that springs to mind as I'm saying that, you know, maybe reach out, maybe send a wee message, you know, just say, hi, how you doing? Do you fancy getting a coffee, or do you fancy catching up, etc. That strength, you know, it's a gentle strength, and people can display strength in a whole manner of different ways, you know. Intuitively strong. You know, it could may well be that this week coming up to like the kind of a main part of the festivities, you are intuitive, you've got an intuitive knowing about how the people in your life and round about you are feeling. You know, it could be that you need to gather your reserves of strength. Maybe it's, you know, maybe it's the first festive season without a special person who up until this point has always played a role in your festivities, and that's a hard thing. You know, it goes back to that kind of a enforced joyfulness when actually inside, you know, you're crying, you know. So this week, whilst we're all running about trying to get food and buying too much food probably, or preparing more strategic attack of the shops, etc. Maybe kind of a remember that there's people who aren't necessarily having a good time, you know, and maybe just be a bit kinder to people, you know, like if you see the harassed mother with about 4 screaming kids or whatever, you know, and just maybe hold the door open for them, or, you know, just give them a wee smile or say, look, can I lend a hand or something, you know, if it's appropriate. That sort of a thing. It just feels like, you know, there's a quiet strength this week, and there's a quiet strength required of all of us for the collective, because these are collective readings, remember. So yeah, that's what I would suggest we do this week. Okay, folks. So have a lovely week. I hope you are preparing, however you prepare, and you are doing the best you can do, really, with whatever circumstances you're working with. Okay, take care. Bye bye.